in the heart of Yorkshire.
Red phone. Hello, Barnsley A&E.
An unbeatable team.
1, 2, 3.
Hard at work 24 hours a day.
I feel like I'm on Titanic and bows just lifting up out of water.
7 days a week. Saving lives.
Hands across your chest, Mary. We've got you.
Helping loved ones.
Well, you're looking beautiful again.
Didn't expect to lose part of my body today.
Making the community they serve better.
I thought I'd clean up. Oh, you're okay.
All staff's been brilliant.
A health service treating anyone.
You'll need to see a doctor.
You'll find out that I'm an idiot.
And everyone. A team doing anything and everything for each other.
Sweetheart. Hey.
This is Barnsley Casualty 24/7.
The National Health Service might not be perfect, but thank God we've got it.
Another life saved.
On shift tonight, consultant Dr. Claire Guinness.
Tell me about what's brought you today, Ben. The blood test is a little bit worrying.
Liz, the Resus department is always open for the most critically ill patients. Paula is rushed in, accompanied by husband Basilio. She was supposed to be celebrating. She turns 57 today.
Oh, happy birthday. Oh, I wish birthday.
The Portuguese-born patient has asthma and emphysema, a form of COPD. Dr. Phil Taylor heads to Resus.
This lady has come in today, quite short of breath. She's in a position called tripoding, putting her arms out in front of her to open up her chest to help get more airy. And she's feeling quite tired, which are all kind of concerning features, which is why we've moved her into here, just to get a bit closer observation and give her some slightly more intensive treatment.
Paula's notes show that she's hoping to be put on a list for a lung transplant.
Only people who have got very severe or end-stage disease get considered for transplant, so it gives you a good indication of how unwell they could potentially get. Right, so just sit forward a touch for me. When I'm listening to your chest, there's not a huge amount of air movement coming in and out of your chest. It sounds quite quiet. All right. How long have your ankles been this puffy for? Just in the last few days. Okay, so they're not normally like this.
No.
And any lung disease in the family with mum or dad?
Mum.
And what did mum have? COPD. Okay. Have you ever had a blood test here at the wrist? Yeah. It's just a blood test for the artery, so we can look at the carbon dioxide in your blood. Can I do a quick one of those? Is that all right? So if you just turn your wrist over for me. Oh, we'll have a sharp scratch. Well done. If patients' lungs are retaining carbon dioxide, it can cause poisoning of the brain, really. If they're then falling asleep and they're not able to breathe for themselves, they can become quite unwell.
Paula is struggling with the heat.
A fan.
Do we have a fan?
Yes.
To cool you down? Yeah, I know it is warm in here, especially at the moment when it's so humid outside. We can get you a gown if you would prefer, something a bit lighter fitting. Let me see if I can find something. Which of these is better at fanning? This or this?
But Nurse Bethany is determined to grant Paula her birthday wish.
Right. Shall we see where it comes from it?
Oh, God, it's vain.
I stole it, so it's stolen goods.
Thank you.
Right, I don't know which is number 1 now, which is number 3.
I've got a fan.
Oh.
Amazing. Well done, Beth.
How's that?
Perfect.
Alright.
Lovely.
Well done, Beth. Is that a bit better with the fan?
So much better.
We're going to keep an eye on the carbon dioxide, keep an eye on her energy levels really. She's telling me that she's feeling quite tired. As asthmatics get more tired, they have the potential to deteriorate.
If Paula's condition doesn't start to improve, Dr. Taylor may need to order a major escalation of her treatment. Paula has been admitted to Resus. She's struggling to breathe and is in pain. She needs an X-ray on her dangerously compromised lungs.
I'm going to have to pop your chain off before we start, okay? Get your forward to him. Perfect. Right, just stay nice and still like that. Right, Paula, big breath in now, darling. Hold it there. Breathe away.
Dr. Guinness checks the results.
You've been through the mill by the looks of things. You've got asthma, emphysema. Yes. Is there any other reason that you're on the lung transplant for this, or it's because of that? How long have you been waiting?
Not of this still. I'm going to be honest. Probably my next appointment.
And then tell me about what's brought you today.
Pain.
Just today, or
No.
when did it start?
Yesterday.
Can you describe the pain a little bit for me?
No.
When was the last time that you had it? Have you had it since you've been in the hospital with us?
Yeah.
Are we talking seconds, minutes, lots of minutes, hours?
No,
Just to give me a bit of an impression.
Minutes.
Can I have a listen to your chest? You still sound wheezy to me. The blood test from your wrist is a little bit worrying, I'll be honest with you. It shows us that your oxygen and carbon dioxide, the two gases that your lungs deal with, one going in and one coming out,
Yes.
are not balancing very well.
Okay.
Not massively, but those numbers are not great.
Dr. Guinness needs to keep the oxygen levels in Paula's blood within a perilously narrow range.
Probably very fine balance here. 88 to 90, I'm even going to say. We want to keep it on the lower end. But saying that, we haven't got much to play with between nothing and half a litre, so half a litre and we'll see where we go to. And of course now your oxygen is dropping a little much. Let's see, give you another minute. We'll keep our beady eyes on you, Paula. I'm afraid it's a merry dance, Paul. Keeping the facts 88 to 90, even if possible.
The team need to maintain Paula's blood gases at a safe level until they can find out whether her lung function has improved.
15 minutes till your blood test. Is something to look forward to.
Right, Manny, we're just going to do this blood test at the wrist again and see what your carbon dioxide is doing. In patients who have COPD, they often get air trapped in their lungs because their airways are narrowed, and CO2, carbon dioxide, can get trapped in the lungs as well. CO2 was high on the last arterial gas, so we're just checking that it's on the way down rather than going up. So if it's going up, then we need to do the next kind of escalation of treatment. But it's not very nice.
Paula faces a worrying wait to see if her lungs are finally starting to work well enough to keep her out of harm's way. She's hoping for a lung transplant to cure her long-term emphysema.
Hello again. How are you doing?
Tired? I'm afraid. I'm going to have the transplant. hopefully. But until there, I don't think that it's going to be so easy.
Are you on antibiotics, darling? Are you okay with tablets? Yeah.
Dr. Taylor has been monitoring Paula's bloods.
The CO2 is exactly the same. Not got worse. It's also not got better. Usually anything above 6 is elevated on arterial gas, but she can tolerate a CO2 of 10 as long as it doesn't get worse. Your breathing seems a bit better, definitely from when you came in. We'll admit you to the ward. The consultant team there will review things, and we'll just finish a course of antibiotics and steroids over the next 5 days. All right?
Okay.
Got any questions?
I don't think so.
No? All right.
Okay.
Take care.
Paula stayed on the ward for 3 weeks. She's been placed on the list to have a double lung transplant. They may be heading home, but the ambulances are still arriving. Cubicles keep filling up, and Barnsley Hospital continues to care for the people of South Yorkshire.